What's up, friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you're thinking about tracking your sleep, but you're not really sure where to start, well, then you're in the right place. I've been tracking my sleep for well over 2 years, and I have tested out some of the biggest devices on the market. So in this video, I'm gonna provide you with a step-by-step guide on what to look for in a high-quality sleep tracker, so you're better informed on how to spend your money on one of these devices. So if you're here to buy a sleep tracker, you're probably very well aware of the importance of sleep. So I'm gonna bypass that spiel and get straight to the details. So one of the top factors to look for, in my opinion, is accuracy. And yes, I realize this can be a very dicey topic because at the end of the day, none of these trackers are perfect. They will definitely give you really good estimates and insights into your sleep habits and patterns. But if you want the exact data, you're probably better off going with a full sleep study that's gonna track your brain waves pretty accurately throughout the night. Not to mention, all of these companies want you to believe that their product is the most accurate, so marketing can be deceiving. So getting all of these disclaimers out of the way, here is what I know about sleep tracker accuracy based on my own experience and research. To start, the Dream 2 headband is probably the most accurate sleep tracker on the market right now, even more so than the Oura Ring. They claim their device to be about 85 to 90% as accurate as a sleep study, and it does track your brainwaves. Now, I literally just got mine in the mail, but I am so excited to test this out, and you know I'll be bringing you my full review in the coming weeks. But just for comparison, I'd say the Oura Ring is probably somewhere between 60 and 70% accurate, and then one of your sleep tracking apps like the Sleep Cycle is probably closer to 10 to 15. Now, since this is a big financial investment, accuracy is definitely something you'll want to take into account. But another very important factor to consider is comfort. Now, one of the reasons I held off on buying the Dream 2 for so long is because it is a headband, and I don't really have a great track record with those for sleep. I'm also not a fan of wearing a bulky watch to sleep, which is why I love my Oura Ring so much. It's super lightweight, and since I am wearing it all day, it's not something I have to think about putting on again before bed. Another thing to think about is connectivity issues. And so if I have any signaling problems with my Dream 2, for me, that'll be a huge deterrent for me wanting to put it on before bed every night. So I would definitely say, think about your current sleep habits. Will a headband actually get in the way for you? Maybe that's not even a problem. But form factor is a big deal for me and is definitely something I think about when I'm buying a wearable device. Next up is data, and what are you actually getting from the device? So getting a full picture of your sleep metrics, including REM, deep, latency, and heart rate are the key things I look for in a sleep device. And this is why I was not a fan of the Bedit sleep tracking mat. It didn't cover my full sleep cycles, and since it wasn't touching my skin, the heart rate measurements were questionable. And it was $150. And that really is kind of the problem with any of these sleep tracking mats. But where you will get a full range of these stats is through something like the Oura Ring, the Dream 2, the Whoop Band, and even the new Fitbit Sense. Now, in terms of bonus features for your sleep, there are a couple of other standout metrics that I think are worth mentioning for each one of these devices. So for the Oura Ring, you are going to get HRV and temperature. The Whoop Band is going to give you a sleep coach feature as well as your respiratory rate. The Dream 2 has 6 EEG sensors, and the Fitbit Sense also has temperature and SpO2 readings, which brings me to sensors. Now, I've touched on this a little bit in some of my previous Oura videos, and I will definitely link those below if you want to check it out. But the reason I prefer the Oura Ring to say something like the Whoop Band or the Apple Watch is because of this idea of red PPG versus green PPG sensors. Red PPG sensors, which are used for heart rate monitoring, are commonly used in medical facilities and just tend to be more accurate. This technology is built into the framework of the Oura Ring, and that's why I prefer it to something like the Whoop Strap, which relies heavily on green PPG technology. Now, the Fitbit Sense also uses green PPG sensors, but it looks like they've added a couple of new sensors, including SpO2 and ECG. So I'm really curious to see how that plays out in terms of accuracy, and my review on that is gonna be coming up next month. And finally, we come to price. And I've gotta be honest with you guys, for a high quality sleep tracker, you're gonna be looking to spend somewhere between $300 and $400. It's not cheap, but consider this a long-term investment in your health, and you are gonna get what you pay for. And in my opinion, understanding your sleep is just as important, if not more important, than even tracking your fitness data. So that being said, the Dream 2, Oura, Whoop, and the Fitbit Sense are all around the same price. Of course, the Dream 2 you're only gonna be wearing at night, whereas the other 3 you'll probably wear all day long and even be able to track some other things along the way. I think all of them have some really great features and unique capabilities. But if your main goal is accuracy, go with the Dream 2. Now, if comfort is a really important factor for you, definitely go with the Oura Ring. But if you're looking for a watch that does both sleep and activity tracking, then I'd say the Fitbit Sense is probably the way to go, even more so than the new Apple Watch, because based on the research I've done with their sleep data, it pales in comparison to what you're gonna get from the new Fitbit. I also think the Whoop strap is great too, and I did a full review on it. But right now, I just can't support their pricing model. So that's my take on the top factors that I look for in a high quality sleep tracker. I hope that you found this video useful, and if you did, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and leave me a comment below to let me know how you're tracking your sleep or what products you know about that have really excited you, and I will take a look and maybe give them a try. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure to click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you get notified each week when I drop a new video. And until then, I will catch you on the next one.